eye masks on still, so don't be making fun of me here.
Working on your stage appeal?
Yeah. trying to preserve the aging process and slow it down to a crawl.
Nope.
All right, Mike. Well, you just pieced out.
How's prep, dude?
It's going really well. Really, really well.
I'm assuming you guys haven't made many adjustments yet.
No, none. Well, actually, no. He just made a small one last week. Increased cardio like 5 minutes and pulled a tiny bit of food. But they're going pretty good. Surprisingly, my metabolism is like cranked and weight's coming off and stuff a lot quicker than I'm used to. Usually my body's pretty stubborn.
I think we changed the diet in the last 14, 16 weeks, like maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how smooth it's been.
Well, that's good.
Ooh, Brendan, just mustache only.
I didn't even
respect.
French tickler.
You look like an OnlyFans director.
That's what I was going for.
What did I do with my drink? I'm all out of sorts tonight. Hold up.
A birthday boy's out of sorts.
Yeah.
I actually like the mustache. It's cool.
I was like, fuck it.
If I could grow facial hair, I would, but I cannot. So
Really? No?
it looks like shit.
Patches all over the place.
Yeah.
I have a friend that one of my groomsmen, he can't grow facial hair, like literally can't. There'll be like a random whisker every now and then.
I couldn't grow facial hair until I got on gear.
Really?
GH is in test of help, but it's still not good enough.
Yeah. I could
Just
throw
annoying.
a few hairs on the bottom of my chin till I was like 30.
This is legit 4 days.
A mustache?
Yeah, 4 days.
That's insane.
Mine grows just fast enough for me to have to shave it every day, which is just annoying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did anybody watch FIBO?
I didn't watch it.
The highlights.
The stuff that was there.
It's anytime you get a 7-man lineup and there's like a clear front runner, like and Sauce looked fucking insane. Like that was easily his best look.
Yeah, he looked really good.
And if you guys remember what he had to do last year, he took like 8 second places before he got his win.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a great year for him at the O. It should definitely be his best. Should be rested and looking great. So
yeah, he had to go through the gauntlet last year.
yeah,
He's
a great dude too. Because I did Toronto, and I was just like laying in a corner somewhere in the venue, getting some like off my feet, get some rest. He just walks up. He's like, "Hey, is anyone next to you?" I'm like, "Nah, man, play it down." And I don't think he knew who I was because I'm a fucking nobody, but I knew who he was. And just like super grounded, super chill, like no ego, nothing. He's just a great dude.
Yeah. It's nice when you find guys like that. I know like at Texas, you know, like backstage when you're the new guy, like it's cool, but like you're not quite in the group yet, if that makes sense. And that's the way I feel about Kareth. He's just like the big brother. He just like gave me little tips and tricks and when to do this and what to do this and just shit like that's just super, super kind and super helpful. So yeah.
Kareth is a good dude. I like him.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Not to mention, he never fucking misses. He looks just so good every show.
That's for sure.
What's happening, Ranson?
Oh, not too much, brother.
So these are a couple questions that I wanted to ask. They have nothing to do with bodybuilding.
All right.
But I don't ever do shit for my birthday. Like never.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks. I think Shay threw a surprise party for me like 3 years ago with like 6 or 7 of my closer friends, and that's the only thing that I can remember doing for my birthday as an adult. Do you guys ever do anything for your birthdays?
Not really. I mean, the kids will do some stuff for me, which is great because they get excited for it, way more than I do.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really done anything other than just with the kids for like 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more so with me. It was more so. I'm like, I could care less, but like when my mom was living up here before she moved down to Florida, it was, we got to go out to dinner. We got to hang out. We got to do this. Like she still sends me like her and my dad still send me like St. Patrick's Day cards, Easter cards.
Awesome.
I'm like,
No,
what
that's
the
so good.
fuck?
No.
I love it, but it's just like,
No, it's cool. I dig that. My parents still send me like birthday cards, Christmas cards too. I appreciate that.
birthday I get. But like St. Patrick's Day,
I've never gotten something like that.
I'm like, what are we doing?
What do you do, Chris?
I always do something fun.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of men just don't really celebrate their birthdays and stuff, and it's just something that I guess like I don't know. I just like doing. I think it's great to celebrate people's, another year around the sun. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like there was one year, Ashlyn's actually always done a great job doing stuff. Like one year in 2021, she got like this like Airbnb on Lake Winnipesaukee and brought like 2 of my friends up there. So like we were up there for like a whole weekend, which was good. In 2023, when we were down in Texas, she actually rented out like a whole room at this like awesome restaurant. It had like a bunch of like her family there to surprise me. Then in 2024, we went out to dinner and my coach Jacoby was there. Like she organized another like surprise birthday. Like Beef Stew showed up, with his girlfriend, Austin and Rachel. A bunch of people showed up, so that was really fun. I don't know what the hell I did last year. I don't know. She's got her headphones in, so she can't hear me. But yeah, I know I did something last year, but nothing like crazy.
That's cool. I feel like this year was great. I mean, my birthdays are never bad, right? They're not inherently bad. But I did think like maybe next year, like maybe I'll do something. I don't know if like go away for the weekend but maybe actually do something for once.
You should, man.
Yeah.
My last birthday was actually spent, getting tanned at nationals. So
That's a cool birthday though.
Yeah, when's your birthday, Ranson?
December 11th.
Wait, that's right. We have the same birthday.
Oh yeah, sure,
That's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Yeah, mine's no shit. That's crazy. I forgot all about that. Yeah, I'm December 11th as well.
Dang.
What are the odds?
Yeah,
I
for
don't know.
real.
I don't know like hardly anybody with that birthday. I have another
That's
female
insane.
friend whose birthday is the same day as well, but that's about it.
That's cool.
That's awesome, Ranson.
I'll be on a couch in New York for my birthday this year, waiting to get on stage. So
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's that weekend?
hopefully it's a good, nice birthday gift.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Stay positive for that one. That could be an awesome birthday gift, brother.
Yeah, for
yeah.
Hell
sure.
yeah, dude.
That's awesome. I can't wait for New York.
Oh,
I
can't
don't,
wait.
Mike. I don't know if we'll make prejudging, but we'll definitely make finals because I wasn't able to take work off on Thursday, but I got
They
work
kind
off
of
on
fuck things
Friday.
up, dude. Moving 212 to Friday morning, that kind of sucks.
I hate
Oh,
that.
is that what's going on?
Yeah,
So
Uh,
we check in. The men check in 7 to 8 p.m. Thursday night. We're on stage 10 a.m. Friday.
Oh God.
Yeah. Why in the world wouldn't you put the divisions that don't have to make a weight cap on
Sat-
Friday,
Yeah, well,
and then put everybody else on Saturday so we can fill out and not like kill ourselves?
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
not to,
You guys are
not to mention
fucking
too, like allowing the athletes to fill out is going to generally make a better look. It's going to make the show more exciting.
So what categories are on Friday besides 212?
It's 212 and then classic physique and a women's division or two. I think they're keeping wellness and bikini on Saturday, which obviously
Fucking come on.
I'll look it up right now. I think it's probably figure and physique. So
I think figures on Friday because Shay wanted to see finals for that as well.
You see that girl who won FIBO figure?
insane.
Dude,
Yeah, he's nuts.
crazy.
She does look nuts.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, she was super impressive.
I mean, all the winners there were top notch. Like nobody missed.
Yeah.
So all those wins were deserved. You just, you hope for some more competition at a show that big.
For sure. The lighting was really good too. I went back and watched prejudging like recap from like Rep 1. I don't know if you guys ever watched them on YouTube, but they recap a lot of Euro shows. And they had really good camera and the lighting was really good. Everybody looked pretty in shape. It did everybody justice for sure.
Dude, those guys were fucking peeled.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, did any of you watch Bro Chat this past week?
No.
They're moving Detroit.
To win.
Fuad's trying to move it anywhere from the middle of May to the end of October. He said he'll
God
do
damn
any.
it. God
He goes, he'll
damn
do
it.
any day. That just fucked all of our plans.
Yes, it
I'm
did.
watching it and I'm like, you just fucked me.
Well,
But they're
did he say
trying to
why?
move it. They're just because they want more heads in it. They want
better
it more
bodies
in
it
the middle.
is.
They want it more in either the beginning of the season or like middle or end. Like they feel like right after the Arnold, no one's showing up because it's just the Arnold guys, and probably half those guys are fucking qualified for the Olympia anyway.
I mean, does he think like having it in October is like close right after the Olympia, and then they're all going to roll into that?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Huh. Yeah, what if
He
they
says
what if they move
he's more shooting for May and June though.
There's so many shows in May and June, though. Now you're like kind of saturating it. I mean, I guess from us to treat like they can understand because he's thinking like, okay, these guys do this show 1 week, maybe they'll do this one the next week because they're already in shape or something like that. You just got to make sure it's not on the same day as like another pro show.
Right. I know. I mean, like they had said that they're trying to, so I don't know if it's 100% and they're moving it, but they said that they're in talks, with Tyler and all of them to move.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's first weekend in May, New York Pro. Second weekend in May, Pittsburgh Pro. Third weekend in May, Cal Pro. Fourth weekend, Legion.
Yeah.
So they're not going to put it. They won't put it in May.
No.
What about June?
June, Toronto is the second weekend, so the first weekend's open. That's just a France show, and then third weekend Spain, fourth weekend's Italy. So it's probably June.
Yep, they're going to put it in the middle of June.
Good God.
Which, like, not the worst thing.
It just sucks because, like,
I thought it was
I
great
like,
when it was
fuck.
around the Arnold because you scoop up a good group of guys that you wouldn't normally see together at any other major open show. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think if it was me, I think the solution is adding more divisions, not moving the show to get more guys in open. But
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
My second question, I guess this one is bodybuilding oriented to some degree. Do you guys ever have, I know we are focused on making our workouts as productive as possible, but do you ever have the workouts where you just go in the gym and it's not that serious today? And if you do, how often are they?
I would definitely say that those first couple of weeks after a contest prep, like my last prep, like I remember I trained like legs like 3 or 4 days after I competed, and I was doing a hack squat. And I was down in Texas, and I think I had 2 plates per side, and my knees just were like not having it. So I'm just like, fuck, like, so you just kind of go in there and just get some blood moving around, just get some good contractions and stuff, and it's just like whatever at that point,
Yeah.
I with me, like, I'm one of those guys, like if I'm going to like train a body part and I'm not mentally focused, like I'll prolong the workout a little bit, like I'll delay from going in until I'm ready to go. type of thing. Prep's a different story. I'll still go regardless. But off season, it's like if I'm not feeling it, I'd be more mad if I went in there and just dicked around as opposed to going in there and actually training.
Yeah. For me, like sometimes I'll have a training session with one of my buddies who isn't a bodybuilder or isn't in the space, like one of my friends from childhood or something will be like, hey, let's train. And those training sessions are always more of, do a set, post up, talk for 5 minutes. And I only say that because I had one last week and I'm so like hyper focused. And when I actually did that workout and didn't stress about it, I was like, one of those every once in a while is kind of nice. Like we kind of just got like, the workout didn't seem so like I wasn't laser focused and fucking frustrated when, this movement didn't happen or I didn't like it. It was just a nice little relaxing workout to have. And I just wondered.
I feel like I have more of those workouts if I go to like the Olympia or the Arnold or something where all the gyms are super crowded and I just can't get shit done. So I'm just there kind of like just to be there.
Yeah, I have those sometimes too. It's I wouldn't say it's super often, but like recently I've kind of had some of that because before the hernia surgery, like it's just like there's days where my body was like no, like everything just felt wrong and heavy and just like shit. And it's like nah, I'm just gonna leave this for a different day. Then, like if my body feels this off, like trying to train, like I'm just not gonna do it. But like usually when that happens with me, it's like a week, maybe 2, and then after that, like it's back to normal. And it's almost to me, it's almost like my body's just like actually telling me like, dude, you need to chill out for just a little bit and give your whole body a break. Because I'm really bad to like not playing any kind of like a deload or anything, and I'll try and keep just pushing myself into the dirt until my body usually just fights back anyway. So like. It's needed sometimes. I think a lot of people would actually benefit from like, every, couple months just pulling back on the training just a little and just actually letting your body, give itself a break.
Mm-hmm. There's a social aspect to it too, right? Like
mm-hmm.
Not every workout needs to be you buried in your headphones, fucking in that dark place with your head down. And down here where, especially when Raw was a bit more populated with some of the higher level pros, like you'd walk in and see like 8 or 9 guys that you knew and you'd chat like pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that a lot of people get intensity confused with like being, I don't know, hardcore. Like for me, at least, like I can have because I train with Jacoby fairly often. We chat quite a bit while we're training, if Keon or Blessing or someone's in the gym when I'm down there, we chat. But like at some point in your career, if you're going to be good at this, there's a switch you can flip to go from chatting to knocking out a killer set, and then you shut it back off when you're done, and you go back to having a good time.
Yeah.
You look at videos of like Dexter training. Like Dexter never looked like he was breaking a fucking sweat. Dexter's always like laughing and like talking to people, and he's still one of the best to ever do it. So I think in general, a lot of people would probably benefit from not taking everything so serious all the time, and especially with this newer generation. This new generation seems so antisocial and like on this, I'm in my villain arc bullshit. It's like, guys, just fucking relax, man. Just like go in the gym and enjoy yourself. If that means being isolated, I guess that's fine. But like, it's okay to fucking have a chat with your friends and then go to your set and then come back and have a chat with your friends. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, Mike and Brendan, like when we were down in Tampa, we were bullshitting and laughing between sets, like making fun of Luke and stuff, and and then when we did our set, it was just all out.
You're locked. Yeah, you're locked in.
Like I've been able to flip that switch for years now. I mean, I actually like almost not focusing on the exercise until I'm getting ready to do it, so then I feel like I can lock in a little bit easier that way. It's like business as usual,
I think a good training partner is a big factor there too. Like if you actually train with someone, like someone who also knows that, that's like, okay, this is our rest time, and is like knows, okay, this is when you chat, and then knows almost when it's like should be up for you, like, hey, like make sure you're accountable to actually get in there, like right into the set, not just chat. I've seen so many guys that like wanted to train, and they'll sit there talking. Like, dude, we had to fucking train. Like it's just I'll talk to you because you're carrying on way too long. So I think having a good training partner with that same kind of mindset helps kind of that issue, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can relate to this question, especially over the past 6.5, 7 weeks, because your mindset was fucking go into everything and kill it as much as you can. But I think as much as I didn't want to get like having the surgery and getting injured and everything like that, I'll tell you, it was probably a blessing in disguise because it made me slow shit down and just take a deep breath and pull back and do the fundamentals just to keep everything active, the blood flowing, everything like that. But I'll tell you, it re-centered and refocused me for like, now I have full clearance to lift again with easing my way back into it. But now I have that intensity back, which I love. I mean, and I missed, but the 6.5, 7 weeks definitely helped, like scaling things back and getting a better mental mindset, because don't get me wrong, it drove me fucking nuts for 6.5, 7 weeks. You're used to going in there, there's a purpose and you're focused on it, and you'll dick around after. It's different when we're all together. But like usually, like I'm lifting by myself because I preferably would like to do that around here because there's not many people around this area that can train with that kind of intensity and for a purpose. Everyone wants to dick around, especially on their phones. So that's the frustrating part, unfortunately. But you know, if I'm training with you guys, we all know each other, so we can crack jokes and then lock the fuck in, you know, when it's time to do that. So that's a different story.
That was a good question, Mike. That was a really good question. I like that one.
Another thing too is like, and there's probably some exceptions to this. I'm sure there are, but if you do this long enough, it gets really hard to avoid having this feel like a job, right? And like some days you just don't want to fucking be there. And on occasion, man, if you just walk in the gym and people are there to perk you up and have a good time, like that can reset weeks for you of like, oh, okay, I still love this shit. Like I still like being here. This is still a place I want to be. Let's get after it, right? And you can only be like dialed in, locked in, hardcore, fucking running shit on, you know, to red line for so long before it gets fried to you. Yeah.
Mike, that was a really good example. There was a couple months ago where I was going through like a random phase for a few weeks where I just didn't want to train at all. And I remember I was like, I don't want to go. I walked in the gym and there was a kid, young kid who benched 225 for the first time. And he got up and he was screaming and he was so happy. And I looked at that. I looked at him. I was watching him do the lift, and I just said in my head, "I'm like, fuck yeah!" I'm like, "Hell yeah, that's awesome! I love seeing that shit." And then I was like, ready to go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Doug, you here? You're in the dark.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? My daughter had a flag game. I'm just getting back. Had to do a little bit of shopping.
Heck yeah, man!
Get ready for the week. For the week. You know what I'm saying?
I like how it was like all dark, and then like Dougie just
She's like came forward,
weird like this.
I like the Undertaker.
Yo, speaking of Undertaker, does anybody watch wrestling at all anymore?
Not anymore.
Didn't Brock Lesnar just retire?
He did retire. Yeah. I just wonder if anybody watched WrestleMania this weekend at all.
No.
No,
I used to as a kid growing up.
I always forget. I still love wrestling, but
man,
growing up, I was
WWF back in the day. The Ultimate Warrior was like my favorite wrestler.
For me, it was Triple H.
Yeah, DX.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior was there.
Absolutely.
Didn't they just do something special for like Badass Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg Jesse James?
They might have.
I don't know if they inducted him or what was going on, but
I don't know. I can't remember.
Brennan, you had a question last week before the fucking file got corrupted and I wasn't able to upload anything. For people that don't know, that's why we didn't have an episode last week. What was your
Yeah.
question about?
So it was in regards to blood work and enhanced versus or more so a person who was natural that came into the enhanced world and wanted to pull blood work for the first time. Like, no, we pulled blood work previous to, prep starting, but we were 4 weeks out and he decides he wants to run blood work.
Okay,
4 weeks out of a
do
show?
you want-
4 weeks out.
Yeah, Mike. 4 weeks up from the show.
And what was did you like what happened?
It was all his idea. And I'm like, you need to understand. I'm like, this is the first time you've ever been on enhancements. You're not going to like how your fucking blood markers look.
This wasn't his first set of blood work, was it?
No.
Okay.
No.
But it was just the point that he
did them 4 weeks beforehand.
Yeah, you can do it, but it's like, why?
What are you gonna do about it 4 weeks out?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
Well, here's the thing. He dropped off. And I know,
prep?
like,
he wasted his time.
oh, yeah. Yes.
Wasted
That's
his
like even
time.
the worst because you put your body through all that stress to
Exactly.
not finish something through. Like you.
Okay, so-
what was the fucking point, bro?
I know.
Exactly.
I mean, the only everything was in the green. The only thing that wasn't in the green was the HDL, and we had just inserted Winstrol. So I'm like, all right, culprit. We'll just pull that out. It's fucking easy.
Or
This
what
shit actually
bodybuilder's
kills me, dude.
HDL has ever been in the green, bro?
Facts.
But on the other,
No,
like,
I agree with you.
you're gonna freak out about one blood marker out of range for a few weeks or a few months, but like that's the
Agreed.
reason we have seasons, right? The reason you go into a health phase after a prep, the reason you take time off, the reason you try to minimize that during off season. Like, miss me with this whole like how unhealthy bodybuilding shit is when half the fucking country hasn't had a set of blood work and is obese. Like, I don't give a
Bro,
shit.
Listen,
Right?
did you see my last post? I'm tired of people coming at us people who use enhancements and then just using the word steroids. Like, I hate that fucking word. It's like saying somebody's on drugs. All right, do you smoke weed or do heroin? Which
I ain't never smoked crack.
Like, you understand? Like, this shit is getting out of pocket, and it's like you're so right. You got people out here who eat processed food every day, drink alcohol every fucking day, all fucking day, and you think you're better than me?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, you got dudes. You got dudes that are spending their entire paycheck every weekend at the clubs, ripping lines, getting hammered.
Yeah.
You know, and then
it's
they
like,
say, "Oh, you're gonna enjoy steroids."
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude, I guarantee my blood work's probably better than yours, even right after the cycle. Like, come on.
Facts.
Like,
I actually just got my blood work
I did blood work 2 weeks after nationals, and just because there's a clinic who like in North Carolina that wants to work with me, he's like, "I'll pay for your lab work." I was like, "Okay," he's like, "but it has to be done before January." I was like, "Oh, all right." Well, so like literally 2 weeks after the show, the only thing that was bad was my liver enzymes, and
Which are never
normal.
good.
which
Yeah.
Halo, I mean, I was on Halo. But of course, that shit's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Sky high, yeah.
Like my cholesterol levels, perfect.
Well, it's like, dude, you talk to any fucking doctor or nurse that doesn't know shit about bodybuilding, and if your fucking ALT and AST are over like 50 and they're in the red, and they're like, they call you and they'll be like, you're fucking dying. You need to come in here. You have your liver shutting down.
Or the ones who literally don't really know anything about kidney function, and they'll go strictly off
Creatinine.
creatinine. Like,
Yeah, or they won't make the note that you might be
creatinine.
dehydrated.
It was literally like, you're gonna like worried. I think you're gonna go into kidney failure. Like, no.
That's the worst, though. I mean, think about it, bro. We actually live in a country where there's no money in healthy people, and and doctors, in my opinion, should be nutritionists and dietitians. They should have general knowledge of fucking hormones. I know doctors that get mad at my clients when they ask for full blood blood work, and they're like, "Why?" And it's like, I'm not allowed to know what my fucking hormone levels are.
And
Yeah,
a
the
good
states
doc- a
that
good doctor will be able to code the blood work properly so that your insurance covers it. They just have to create a need for it.
the states that prohibit you from getting your own blood work, that shit blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I can't pay to know what the picture of my health looks like. And the idea that a doctor would rather see a heroin addict than someone who uses testosterone,
It's
fucking just
Bro,
insane.
that's why I be just laughing at people when people think that saying, "Oh, what's in that needle?" is like a slight. You understand? Like it's like bro, that doesn't mean anything to me. What's in that alcoholic beverage you're drinking every fucking day, on top of that processed food you're eating every fucking day? What's in that shit?
And they're losing their leverage too because everyone and their fucking mother loves a GLP-1 now. Right?
Bruh. Bruh, don't even get me started on that.
That's
Oh
one.
my God. I mean,
I just got my blood work back, and I was 4 weeks on, and everything was perfect. HDL was a tad bit low. That was it. Everything was like spot on.
That's good.
And that's, back to the original like premise here. Part of that is figuring out what works for you and what doesn't, and that takes time.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be some points in your career early on where you're doing some things that might be a little more risky for you personally.
Yeah.
Because you haven't figured out the equation. Like there are some things I don't use. There are some foods I don't eat.
Facts.
Just like there are some movements I don't train in the gym. Like you got to figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
And all of that drug use is going to be independent on the individual.
Yep.
So to expect it like you're going to have your first prep and have the clean blood work and then decide because it's not that you're done with this. Like you honestly, probably good for you because you don't belong here anyway.
It's all an experiment. It's all trial and error. Like literally, we've been experimenting with our bodies.
And here's the thing, like people need to not get it fucking twisted because whether you're enhanced or you're natural, this is the most healthiest, unhealthiest fucking sport that there is. Bottom fucking line.
That's the other thing is like the naturals. Don't come to me when you're prepping as a natural and tell me that you're more healthy than me because go get some fucking blood work and let me know what your shit looks like.
Right? Because your liver
I
and
guarantee
kidney
you it's just as
enzymes can
bad.
be off when you're natural too.
It's
because
just
if you're
as
over
bad.
consuming protein, that can stress your fucking
your hormones are going to be tanked.
Yep.
You're not eating any fats because that's what you need to do to get lean. Like, miss me
Your
with it,
vitamin
man.
D levels are probably low.
I'm not saying that natural competition is less healthy than enhanced, but I am saying that at least for like the last probably 6 to 8 weeks, those guys are less healthy than we are.
Yeah,
fact.
I'd agree.
To look like dog shit. If we're being honest, I hate natural bodybuilding.
Fucking cancer patients, bro. Oh, like fucking cancer patients on stage. It looks like a fucking like you go to a natural bodybuilding show. It looks like you walked into like a fucking psych ward or something.
So, oncology ward.
Yeah, bunch of cup.
Fucking crackheads on stage, bro.
You're funny as hell, Luke. You need a fucking mic in the comic stand, bro. Here, man. Fucking hilarious.
I just call it how it is, bro. That's exactly what I think when I see natural bodybuilding.
No, I mean, I feel you. I've never done a natural show, and I never knock it, right? Like, I don't.
No, I respect
like
it, dude. They work.
Yeah.
They work hard as fuck.
They bust their ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
just like for what though? For nothing, bro. Like really.
I agree. You know,
I respect their hustle though.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's frustrating because I prepped my first natural guy for a show last year, and like all the normal knobs I would turn, I was like, "Fuck!" Like I can't do that.
No.
I just have to bury you with food and cardio, and this sucks, and I hate it.
And you gotta give them like 30 weeks to prep too.
Yeah, that's a fact. So I got a couple natural guys. I tell them 20 weeks bare minimum. There's no 16-week prep as a fucking natty. We're not doing.
And you're right, Mike. You gotta stack them with cardio and fucking minimal food in order for them to get shredded.
And it's hard to get them to understand that's why they need to eat more in the off season. Like if you're a natural competitor, your nutrition needs to be in your off season is more important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I know of natural guys that in their off season they calculate caloric intake so they can go out drinking. Like we don't do that shit.
And what people don't realize is alcohol is literally fucking poison, and your body does not start burning fat again until it's gone. So you ever get those people who be like, I eat clean, but you be in the bar Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and fucking Sunday. So by the time Thursday hit, when your body wants to start losing fat, you kill it again by going to the fucking bar.
Yeah, alcohol spikes blood sugar so fast, and then not only that, it disrupts protein synthesis for like 72 hours. Like you have like some alcohol and get fucking shitty one day, like you're like setting yourself back fucking days.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
So I got a good question here. We got a fuck, marry, kill.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Luke first here because this is up this boy's alley. Cheesecake, pie, and donuts.
Oh, we know what number one is.
Of course, it's a fat boy question, bro. What is it? Cheesecake, pie, and donuts?
Yeah.
I'm killing pie, bro. Pie's kind of whack. Like what?
Yeah.
This
Like really?
I
Like
swear to God, bro. I swear to
Yeah, I'm
God.
not
pie's
a
like,
pie
what is
guy.
even a good pie? Like pie's good at like the holidays, but like what is even good about it, bro? Like cheesecake and donuts, shit all over pie. Pie's gone. So pie's gone. I'm gonna fuck cheesecake and marry donuts.
That's mine too.
Luke, that's exactly my answer.
Cheesecake
I'm not
is
a pie
sexy.
guy.
Cheesecake
If I
is
eat a
sexy
pie,
as fuck.
it's
I'm
a
gonna be the
holiday
controversy
event.
guy.
Cheesecake sexy as fuck, but
I
like
kill cheesecake.
after one piece, you're good, bro. You
I
don't want
only
like
eat
cheesecake.
cheesecake
Give
at
me
the
some
Cheesecake
maple
Factory.
frosted donuts and some Boston cream pie donuts. I'm good.
Yeah. I can eat donuts every fucking day. Every fucking.
That's why you marry him, bro.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta
want,
keep the
I want
donuts
that
away.
lifelong relationship of love.
Yeah, you want to cherish them. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
Spend every day with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's a fact.
Fucking Luke is lonely down there, bro.
Get this man a woman.
Bro, I'm
Get
either
this man
lonely
a
or
woman.
fat, bro. What is it, bro?
Get this girl up. Get this guy a fucking girl.
What's your
I'm
address,
lonely
bro?
or
I'm gonna
fat,
send you some
bro.
donuts right now. Sound lonely. I'll send you the ones with the holes in them too, just to be sure.
Yeah, perfect, bro. Multi-purpose, bro. Multi-purpose. That's what I need.
Mike, what are you gonna marry? Pie?
No, I'm not marrying
No,
pie.
not Condell. Sorry, Michael.
So I love apple pie. Love apple pie.
Like warm apple pie?
This dude would pick the
warm apple
opposite
pie,
of me,
baby.
bro.
Warm apple pie.
Hey, I would kill cheesecake too. No offense.
Fuck you.
I would kill
Yeah,
cheesecake.
fuck you. Yeah, fuck
Dude.
fuck the
Kill
both of you.
Kill cheesecake.
I didn't even fucking answer
You
yet.
know what? Hey,
Nah, you already know you're
What
going with
other
the I
pie?
love
Don't
apple
talk about
pie
a side
bullshit.
chick like that.
Mike, we're gonna have an apple pie together, bro.
No, this
Go ahead, Mike. Finish.
one flavor of pie does not override how good donuts and cheesecake are.
Okay, thank you. All right.
What's your favorite
so-
pie though, Mike? You said apple?
Apple, yeah.
But hold up. Is it even good if it doesn't have vanilla ice cream though?
Yeah, because vanilla is vanilla. We're not gonna get into that. Don't get
No,
me started
no.
with
Oh
this.
my God.
Don't get me started with this.
No, not the ice cream shit, bro.
All right, so I'm a fuck I'm a fuck cheesecake, marry donuts, kill pie.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. You've been
All right,
saying
you got a brain in there, bro. Good for you.
that cranium.
What about you, Brendan? What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm killing cheesecake, marrying donuts, and fucking pie. I'm sorry, Luke.
Man. All right, what's even, bro? What?
I don't like
pies
cheesecake.
The pies are so whack.
You can have like what?
Bro
chocolate
takes
cream
personal
pie and
offense
shit?
that I don't like cheesecake.
Yeah, bro, cheesecake is phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Sensational, bro.
Sensational. Sensational is such a funny word to use.
Everybody knows that Future meme, bro.
Sensation.
Yeah, sensational. Shit. Anybody got any good questions?
Wasn't there a couple?
Yeah,
was
what
there
did we
any more
get
in there?
today?
There was that one that somebody DM'd me that he was curious about. He was saying if that really dense, like grainy look is caused from like the crazy heavy intense lifting, or if that is a genetics thing. I know Condell wanted to hit the softball, as he called it. So I think we should let Mike answer this one first.
So first of all, whenever you ask questions about anything in bodybuilding, half the equation is always genetic. So like put that aside, right? Like there's some shit you are just not going to be able to achieve. Like, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to look like Dorian.
Yeah.
Right? That's just not going to happen.
Mhm.
But do I think that heavy, hard training to failure, progressive overload, staying as heavy and as intense as you can, as long as you can through prep, makes a difference in your stage look? Abso-fucking-lutely.
100%.
I don't think it's debatable. And if you're constantly getting up on stage looking soft, even if you're in shape but you look soft and doughy, I would look at your training on the 4 weeks leading up to the show, because I guarantee you're letting fatigue make a pussy out of you. And if you can carry that intensity up to at least 2 weeks beforehand before you start pulling back, you're going to have a way better stage look. On top of that, and I had this discussion with somebody recently about conditioning too. If you know how to train hard, you're going to have an easier time getting into shape, right? So we use cardio to acutely cut calories, like on a per day basis. But once you finish your cardio, your body starts to down regulate its caloric expenditure, because it goes, oh shit, like that was some activity I need to stop. Training works the opposite. Training burns like a very, very small amount of calories acutely, but then extends your caloric expenditure for the entire day, right? So if you can get out of the gym with a solid workout that preserved or built muscle and get you burning more calories all day, you're going to be in far better shape than deciding you need to do more cardio, which is also going to hurt your training performance. So I don't think there's a debate.
Yeah,
that does not mean though
epoch or something. It's like when you burn extended calories past whatever exercise is. Yeah.
That does not mean though add volume because you're in prep.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that. It's so fucking retarded.
Keep the
Well,
fucking
you got to
weight
remember,
high
man,
and
there's
keep pushing.
so much oversaturation with information out there, and everybody's an internet fucking guru that ain't did shit. Like that shit killed people who ain't did shit. Got all the fucking answers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mike,
I got a question.
Mike, when fatigue starts to kick in with you, like when you're close to your show, like you are now, like do you just rest a little bit longer? Because I know you probably don't change your volume too much.
So if I'm answering for me, strictly for me,
yeah, just for you, I'm just curious.
My training doesn't change as long as I can fucking stand it. And if it is changing, then I just start cutting out a set. Like I'll cut a back down set on a movement or two.
Yeah.
Normally that doesn't have to happen for me until like 2 or 3 weeks out. And very into prep, we switched, before, like right before the show, we're depleting a little bit. So we're not doing as much failure stuff. We're trying to keep inflammation down. So a week out, that becomes not a factor at all. But if you're changing anything during prep, it should not be intensity and it should not be increasing volume. If anything, it should be decreasing volume to preserve intensity and recovery as you get deeper and deeper in your caloric deficit and low body fat.
Bro, I'm so glad that I had the coach that I had, because all of the shit that you're saying, I remember, and because I trusted him, I never went against the grain. But that's so fucking true, bro. Like, and I see people who will make changes the closer they get to the show, and it's like, why?
Or they start adding all these intensifiers in.
Yeah,
like
and
that's
it's
the
like
fucking worst time to do. No, that's the worst time to fucking do it.
Even with their nutrition, I see people that completely switch it. I be like, what are you doing?
For sure.
Makes no sense to me. Especially like when, peak week, like all of a sudden you're eating fucking burgers and fries and pancakes and French toast to load. It's like you eat that shit all of fucking prep. Why the fuck would you start right now?
You should not be fucking inserting that kind of shit if you haven't had it.
They want to shock the body.
Man, that
shock and
right
they look
there,
like a fucking waterlog on stage.
That shock the body shit really gets people.
Fucking shut up.
It really gets people, and that's that just like you said, Chris, that be most people's response.
Dude, I see local coaches around here that are feeding fucking bikini girls the night before the show fucking burger and fries. What the fuck are you doing?
Man,
Bro, I'm sorry. And no disrespect to bikini athletes. Do you need to be peaked?
No.
Not at all.
Got no fucking muscle, bro. It's nothing to fill out.
Yo, Mike's funny as hell too. You're funny as hell.
Like, I'm sorry, like there's not enough tissue. You're not lean enough. It's not making a difference, right?
Yep.
Like
For sure.
maybe you pull a little bit of water, okay, but like and it goes the same for the drugs in bikini too. The shit I'm seeing come out of the bikini division with the drug use is fucking insane. If anybody even close to your sphere mentions tren and you're in bikini, you
Run
need to
like
fucking leave.
Yeah, run.
Dude, I've heard of a bunch of that recently. And I heard that for the first time when I was at the Arnold's. One of the girls who was at the booth with us, she was saying, you know, some bikini girl she knows takes tren. I'm like, wait, did you just fucking say tren on bikini? What?
It's nuts, dude.
That shouldn't even be fucking inserted unless you're dealing with like a woman's bodybuilder. And even then, it's like, yeah.
Dude, if you're doing bikini, you should be able to pretty much get in shape without anything.
For sure.
You can't even get all the way in shape. Like if you're too lean, you get penalized. It's so stupid.
Exactly. I don't even know how they judge it.
Fuck,
nobody does, bro.
I don't know how they judge bikini. Like,
You just pick random shit, bro. It's just random as fuck.
Hey, Mike, I got a question. Kind of going back to what we were just talking about here. That grainy look, like let's say somebody's trained with that training style their whole career. They've built the muscle over a decade on a certain training style. Do you think they can maintain that grainy look if their training style has to switch up later on in their career?
Yeah, but I think when you get into a prep setting, keeping loads at a certain like maintenance level basically allows you to push harder in the diet, in my opinion, without flattening out or losing pop or losing like density to the tissue. So like if you're somebody like, I'm sure you're referencing someone maybe like Nick, right? Who built his entire physique training like a fucking savage, lifting 200-pound dumbbells, whatever, and now does half of that. He trains year round that way, right? And he's obviously gotten to a point too where like the stimulus that he can put on his actual muscle is a level above anybody else. So I think at the level he's at and like the skill he has within training and the amount of tissue he's built, that's kind of like a one-off situation. But for most people, I think you just have to keep loads at a certain point. Like you can't be changing your training style into a prep and expect any kind of look to stick, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So to address what Luke just said, like I think people are confused. The thing that people are going to confuse about is thinking that because you're in prep, you need more activity, and then if I do more sets, that is more activity, and therefore I will get leaner. And like thought process wise, okay, I understand that, but that's really not how it works. Because if you go look at any information on it, your body doesn't really burn many calories at all doing a set of lat pull downs. Like it's fucking tiny, right? So if your intent is to try and change what you do in the gym to increase caloric expenditure for the sake of it, you're stepping over dollars to pick up dimes, right? In the gym, the entire point of the gym during prep is to preserve muscle. And the extended benefit we get is that if you're training hard enough, you're also getting more calories expended over the course of the day. So that whole change doesn't make any sense on any level. And if you're with a coach who's telling you to change your training style for anything more than like say 14 days from your show, you should probably sincerely question why that's happening. But I think, Mike, what you're asking about is where, like, let's say you get older and you're starting to get injuries and you just physically can't train like the way at some point, either I'm going to retire or I will no longer be able to train the way I train because I know that's what's going to happen. Right? Yeah. It's almost inevitable. I can't do this forever. So I'm gonna have to pick one. Do I think that, and I think Nick's a great example Luke brought up. I think once you build that tissue, as long as you're not continuously losing it and gaining it back, that the quality of that tissue is not going anywhere. I mean, you can look at Nick. Nick's not getting worse.
No.
Right? Like, and
I think his development is actually getting better.
It is. I think it is, right? Because but he's developed the skill, the training skill, like Luke said, to apply a stimulus where it's needed.
Yeah.
And he already has the tissue. So, but on that front, like, there's a lot of people out there right now that are starting to use Nick as an example to say things like the training doesn't matter. It's like, no, fuck you. Nick trained like an animal for 15 years, number one.
Nick.
And 2, you are not Nick. Nick is one of one.
Bro, you hit the nail on the fucking head. Because I hate when people try to use somebody like Nick, like that's the baseline. No, you are not Nick.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? It's
he
like,
was the strongest motherfucker in the world for fucking
like
5 years.
when somebody wants to try to discredit your information, but then use somebody like Nick, it's like, dude, like I had a dude tell me, you know how you get freaking weirdos who hop in your comment section, and I just was speaking on the importance of calories and understanding your macros and training. This dude jumped in my comments with Jay Cutler said such and such doesn't matter, and I'm 10 weeks out. I looked at this motherfucker's profile. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even responding to you, dude, because you picked a fucking legend, right? Who got to a point where, he's just measuring pounds of fucking meat. You don't even look like you're 10 weeks out of nothing right now. And people love to do that. It's like, no disrespect to nobody, but when you're a regular person like that, trying to do something to the level of a Nick Walker or a Jay Cutler, cut it out.
I just have a gripe, bro.
Them.
I have a gripe when people want to act like training heavy isn't important and it doesn't build tissue, and then they'll reference somebody like Nick. And I'm like, dude, first of all, like I said, dude was the strongest motherfucker in the world for 5 years, bro. Like literally breaking the internet every week with a new lift.
Yeah.
And that's how he got big. Don't get it twisted. That's how he got big.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the people that are saying that, like, you don't have to lift heavy. You just need to fucking squeeze and mind muscle.
The mind and muscle.
9 times out of 10, they're just angry that they're fucking weak and small. And so they're just using that. They're just using that as like, well, look at so-and-so. Well, I'm looking at you, bro.
Yeah,
You're
and
not
what
strong.
people don't understand is Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, Nick Walker, these dudes are fucking freaks. And even though they're still lifting heavyweight, there's still a connection with that.
Yeah.
You're not them. So you can't fucking do that.
Even with Branch Warren, he was so explosive, but if you ever watched him press, his chest just contracts hard at every single rep, you know?
Well, the opposite's true too, right?
Doesn't always mean slow.
Like guys use like Paul Dillette or Flex Wheeler or even Phil Heath as examples of not needing to train intensely and heavy. And it's like, okay, for
Genetics.
them.
Yeah, exactly. For them. For them.
It's like, Phil
genetic
doesn't squat.
phenoms.
Phil doesn't squat to parallel. I'm like, well, where the fuck are your Phil Heath legs then? Right? Because I can tell you right now, my legs are a lot closer to Phil Heath's than yours are, and I train nothing like Phil. So whenever anyone asks about like why I drill this training style in and like why I don't like to deviate from it, it's because I know it works and it will work for just about everybody.
Yeah,
and if I have to deviate after that, if we have to take a different path because I don't know, because you fatigue too easy, or like I just can't ingrain the skill, like intensity skill in you, and we have to deviate, that's a different story.
Yeah,
but the baseline stuff does not change. You only get to deviate from that when you're a genetic outlier. And if you're listening to this, I fucking promise you, you're probably not a genetic outlier.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The worst people to listen to are the best of all time. I'm not going to lie to you because they walk in a gym and they're going to be who they're going to be. It don't matter what kind of training style, what kind of machine they use, dumbbell, whatever the fuck. They step foot in the gym, they're going to build muscle. Doesn't matter.
Go look at Phil during his college basketball career.
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Fucking 20-inch arm shooting a basketball.
I know.
And that's the point you just made. And because that applies to every sport. I don't give a fuck. There will always be some dude. I just seen somebody talk about a story of Michael Jordan went to a bar, drank hella beers, and then played a whole fucking NBA basketball game and scored 40 points. Yeah, some people are an exception to the fucking rule, and they can do shit that you fucking can't.
Yeah. Do you guys?
Sometimes I wish I could just use like half the weight that I use and grow. It just doesn't work.
I would love that, but I can't.
Right? Yeah. You and I are in the same boat here, man. Like I can't. I gotta fucking train hard, man.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Have any of you guys watched the Lamar Odom documentary on Netflix?
Not
Yes.
yet.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
watch it. Not yet.
I watched it, bro.
Speaking of getting fucked up and going and playing basketball, that is crazy.
And think about it, right? And that's why, like Luke, you said the right thing. Sometimes the best people who are good at something aren't the best people to listen to.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
They were gonna be good no matter what. That's the point. Like, it
yeah,
doesn't
bro.
matter.
That's why I hate when people hate on Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Oh, he was only that good because, man, listen, bro. Everybody that played with that dude flat out said he was a Hall of Famer with or without it.
Yeah, they all took steroids. Who hit like 70 something home runs, bro? They all
Bro,
took steroids.
McGuire and Sosa saved baseball. Miss me with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
the best time in baseball history.
Facts.
It was.
For sure. I don't know. Got any other questions? I don't want to ask this silly one yet. We'll
This
wait
one-
on that one.
As coaches, trainers, what's the fastest a client has chosen to quit, and what's the longest a client has been with you?
Oh, okay.
I've had guys quit before the first week was out.
Facts.
I have two, Mike.
I can't do it. I'm not disciplined
The
enough.
first check-in just never comes. They just don't say
Yeah,
anything.
I've had to get
Thanks
a
for the
plan and they're
$300,
done.
bro. I don't...
Yeah. They get a
I
plan and
had
they're
a
done.
guy one time pay me for 3 months up front, never got a check-in.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey,
Best clients.
you missed your
The
check-in.
best
He goes,
clients.
he's like, I want to ride my Harley more. That's what he said. He wanted to ride his motorcycle
right.
more. I'm like, okay.
The
Yeah.
best ones
I had a
are
guy-
the ones that they fucking are like, oh, well, you didn't reach out to me. It's not my fucking job. Like,
Yeah.
No, dude, I had a guy
are we talking
hire
about?
me. I had a guy hire me, and then he started getting pissed at me like a week or two in. Because I was like asking him for a check-in. I was like, bro, you gotta stay on your shit, whatever. He starts getting mad at me. He's like, bro, all you did for me was like write a diet in my training and shit. That's all you did for me. I was like, what did you expect? He was like, I don't know, man, but I was thinking just something a little more. Like maybe you like give me some phone calls and something.
I
I'm like,
had somebody
dude.
like that too, Luke. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm
do
like,
you
what
think
the
I
fuck does
am,
that even
dude?
mean? Give you some phone calls. I'm like, what would I even do on the phone, bro?
They
Like,
want
I'm not.
motivation, Luke. They want you to
I'm like, do
call
you
them
want
and
me
motivate them.
to
That's what they want.
fly? They want me to fucking feed you like a little child, bro? Like, what? And then he literally got mad at me. He's like, man, I run my own business. If I was a businessman, I wouldn't be operating like this. I was like, dude, just go, bro. Like, I'm done. I was like,
You should
I
send
don't want none of
him
this.
videos like every day. Good morning, King. Slay the
Yeah.
game.
Dude, for those kind of people,
You had a good week.
bro.
Treat yourself, King.
Yeah.
obviously a lot of people are in a different boat than me because I coached on the side, very few clients. But like for people like that, I straight up like, here's your fucking money back to you. Like, I don't want to
Yeah,
deal
I've done that.
Like, take
Yep.
it and go. Go
Yeah.
find someone else if you think you can find someone better. Like, I'm not dealing with you on this bullshit.
Yeah.
I just recently had a client that I lost. Good riddance, if we're being quite honest. Like, he was kind of a pain in the ass. But the reason he left me, according to the coach he went with, who I know, is I wasn't nice enough and I didn't follow him back on Instagram.
Yo, I've had that before.
Yo,
Wow.
hey, Luke,
Don't
Luke,
you
how
don't you
many
love
of-
when they
how many
leave?
of- Luke, how many
Right.
of fucking Blues clients does he follow?
Bro, Blue follows like 15 people in total.
Facts.
Don't you love when they leave you and they go to a coach you know, and then you hear the story they told the coach about why they left you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then in a couple weeks, that coach is like,
Yeah.
tired of that same motherfucker.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got rid of a headache.
Dude,
And
I
that's
got
like-
all my receipts to the bullshit that he was spewing. I have all the receipts. So
And that's
know,
why,
it's
like,
just-
the whole like
You
poaching
didn't follow
clients
me
and
back.
like being a fucking opponent with fellow coaches, I think is a shitty approach because like we can all just get along and agree that like this guy sucks and we shouldn't coach him instead of being adversaries over this stuff. Like, there's more than enough clients. Like, no one's hurting to
Yeah.
find clients, right? If you want them, they're out there.
Yeah.
You don't need to play this bullshit. We don't need to pretend like I'm a better guy than you because I took on a client that left you. Like, cut the shit.
And I tell people I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Because if I have to remind you of what you say you want, you don't really fucking want it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I had a friend of mine, he was a coach, come up to me at the Arnold, and he was like, "So you know that dude you used to coach that you know was with me recently?" I was like, "Yeah," because this kid left me and went to him, and he goes, "Why didn't you warn me about this guy?" Like, he's like, I literally dropped him right before coming to Arnold because he was so insane, and just like he would just like send him like random pictures and just like not want to check in and not follow the diet and stuff, and like he was not following the plan anywhere close to what he was. And he was like, "You should warn me about him." I'm like, hey man, people gonna
Man,
learn.
online coaching, it's not for everybody, man. Like I
Bro.
tell people all the time, I got a video in the tuck that's gonna drop soon, just about how, you know, I understand when it's necessary to switch coaches, but I hate when bodybuilders lose a show and they blame their coach. And sometimes you'll lose the show because you just wasn't it. Somebody showed up and was better than you. Didn't have anything to do with your coach. But everybody wants to point the finger at somebody instead of holding themselves accountable, doing a self-assessment, and making the necessary corrections and adjustments with themselves, right? Because we all know there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Ultimately, this shit is easy, bro. Eat your food, get your rest, train hard, and give the feedback to your coach. Your body responds to consistency. Your coach responds to consistency.
Well,
So
the
if
biggest
you're
problem,
inconsistent, your results are going to be inconsistent. I don't give a fuck who your coach is. It
Yeah.
could be, you could go with the popular coach who's got 500 people and he's got 8 people underneath him coaching you, and it's not really that motherfucking dude coaching you. Or you could be with somebody and you can allow somebody to learn your body
Right.
and coach you and help you become a better bodybuilder.
So I
Well,
got
the
something
other
to add
problem
to that,
is-
but Brandon, what'd you
Yeah,
have?
go ahead.
Good.
well,
No, go ahead.
the other problem is that anyone, female or male, they're trying to be your fucking best friend.
Yeah.
It's what are we doing here?
That's
Are we working
earned.
together, or you
That's
trying,
earned.
you looking for a friend? Like,
Some people be looking for friends because I had somebody like that, and I don't coach his ass no more. Now he's not bodybuilding no more. So I know you didn't even really want to fucking bodybuild. You
what
can't
were you gonna
buy
say,
me.
Mike?
For the people that are getting into this looking for a coach, like Doug, to your point about like picking the popular coach or the big coach, like, dude, if you just started, if you're a year into this, if you've never been to a national show, what the fuck are you doing trying to hire Boss or Aceto or even like Blue or Jacoby? Like, you don't need somebody that's got 150 clients that you think is the best of the best, right? Like, maybe you'll get to the point where you need that expertise to keep going. But if you can't make progress early in your career with someone who knows the basics and is willing to invest the time in you, then you probably don't have a future in this. And I say this, I don't have a nice way to say this, but if you've been an athlete at any point in your life, you know that the players that get attention are the ones that fucking work. And if your coach has 150 clients and your ass doesn't work, you're on the bottom of the fucking totem pole. Like, you're not getting extra attention because you're falling behind. This isn't like remedial classes in high school. The fucking varsity coach is not picking up players off the JV bench to do extra reps.
Hell
He's
no.
putting his starters in. And if you want to be a fucking starter, you go earn that shit in practice. What's practice for bodybuilding? It's fucking off season. It's check-ins. It's consistency. It's information. It's reliability. And if you're not doing that stuff, and effective communication, if you're not doing that stuff, man, it doesn't matter how fucking good your coach is. Do you think Aceto is a good coach if you don't communicate with him and are honest with him?
Like, Mike, are you chasing anybody down for a check-in, bro? Are you
fucking
doing that?
Never.
Exactly, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, if I gotta remind you to check in, you don't want it.
The only time I ever go and ask someone, "Hey, dude, where is this?" is when it's somebody that I know is always good and I don't get it. Because then I'm like,
there you go.
Like, all right, are you good? Like, did your grandmother die, or did you get in a car crash?
There
Is
you
your
go.
plane delayed? Like, are you okay?
Same.
Yeah, especially when those clients never miss check-ins, always communicate, and then something happens. I'll reach out every time, like, "Hey, you good, man? Like, you missed check-in, you missed this."
But that's earned. You earned that from me because you showed me I didn't have to do it regularly.
And the thing is, too, is like, you're not your coach. Your coach isn't going to be your friend. You're paying them for a service. You know what I mean? Like, car mechanic's not my fucking friend. You know what I mean? Like, I consider my coach that I have now a friend. So I've known him for a while, but I don't expect any special treatment just because of that. And I'm not on the same level of friendship like Mike is with my coach.
See, like I've been with my coach for 8 years, my one and only. You know what I'm saying? And I've developed a relationship with him, but that coach-client relationship has never been blurred. You know what I'm saying? Like my respect level for him is still the same as when I first started, and he's younger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I've always appreciated him because he reminded me of my high school coaches who were hard nosed, don't give a fuck about nothing. I need a result fucking excuse.
Well, and that's
I
a good point too,
gravitate
right?
to
It's
them.
like you might earn that relationship with your coach of being a friend, but there's still a relationship where like he has authority.
Yep.
Like I'm on a level with Jacoby where like I can talk back and forth with him about what I'm feeling, what I think we should do. Hey, what do you think about this? But when he says something, that's it.
That's
right.
all.
There's no debate. I'm going to propose things because I'm a fairly intelligent and experienced bodybuilder. But at the end of the day, he's running the fucking show and I go execute.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
I think one of the big problems is
Oh, we got a big echo.
yeah, somebody's echoing hard.
There we
I
go.
think one of the big problems is that coaching has been portrayed as this relationship. Like every good bodybuilder we see, right? Like their coach is by their side. It shows. And we show a lot of interactions as coaches being friends. And I think the expectations from these first-time competitors are out the gate. My coach is going to be by my side through everything. Every little fucking question I have.
Yeah.
I paid this guy, so he is mine to have whenever I need about anything. And when that's not given, they're like, well, what the fuck? You're not, I paid you to coach me. Like, that's a major problem to me.
The other big part of that is like, you see, got you coaches travel to shows. Jacoby, I can only speak about Jacoby because I've been with him for a while. He travels to a fuck ton of shows, right? More shows than I can fathom as a person who does not like to travel like that. If you want that from your coach, one, you need to earn it. Two, your ass should be fucking paying for it.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you paid me for a service to coach. You did not pay me to fly to your show, spend 4 days in a different city when I got my own family, my own career, my own bodybuilding shit. If you want that from your coach, that needs to be extra.
Bro, I paid for my coach to come to Tokyo. I paid for my coach to come to Atlanta. He couldn't come to Canada because he's a wild boy and got some felonies. But you know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, he's coming and I'm paying. Flat out.
But if they can't, man, you got to let it go, because if you have an online coach, their business is built on being able to do this with photos and information.
Yep.
Being in person's an extra, right? Do I enjoy having Jacoby with me every time I compete? Yes, but I also pay for him to be there. But if he couldn't make it, would I be worried about peaking me? No. I know he's going to fucking nail it, and I don't worry about it, right? So a lot of y'all just need to chill the fuck out and let time take its course, because you're not going to these like organic changes in your relationship, this development of someone learning your physique and your response, that takes a lot of time. And if you're coach hopping every fucking 6 to 12 months because you don't like a random text or like they didn't repost your Instagram story, you're sabotaging your own career.
Or not following you back.
You know, I also think that all of us on this panel right now, we have a different mindset. We don't need all that extra crap. Like we can function by ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't need our hands being held. We don't need someone to wipe our ass for us either.
Yeah.
I say this too, like Blue doesn't go to any shows, like none. He doesn't leave his house, right? And like this year at the Olympia, like I'd offered, I'd be like, hey bro, like if you want, like, you know, you can come, we got extra room at Airbnb, like I'll pay for your flight, whatever. And he like appreciated the offer, but he was like, I'm gonna be honest, because Blue's very OCD too. And he has a system and a way he operates. A lot of times, dude, like when you're a coach and you're looking at pictures on a computer every single week, the same physique on the computer in the same setting, he was like, dude, I do my best work from my office at my computer where I'm the most calm, not in a new, like, because he'll stress when he travels and he's in a new environment and yada, yada, yada. And that can affect his work because he's been doing the same shit every weekend for fucking 20 years, like a robot, right? And he doesn't go to shows. So, like, him stepping out, like Jacoby's used to going to shows. Some of these guys are at all the shows. It's a little different for them. But, like, a lot of coaches that aren't at every show, they do their best work from the comfort of their own home with access to the same because a physique looks different in real life than it does in pictures. So they might assess things differently based on, you know, what they see in person versus what they see in pictures, and the level of consistency and the comfort and all that stuff. It's not like you don't need somebody there, bro. You don't need your handheld. Like, dude, Blue's on my fucking ass, bro. Like, I'm texting the guy every 15 fucking minutes. You know what I mean? Like, he might as well be there. You know, I'm on the phone with him, I'm texting him, I'm letting him know every little fucking detail. I don't need the guy there to physically hold my fucking hand and pat me on the back, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm good.
Same, because my coach ended up wasn't able to make it to my New York pro, and he was supposed to come, but he ended up having some car trouble, missed his flight. I didn't panic. You know what I'm saying? I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? My wife wasn't even with me because my son had prom. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't panic. I wasn't mad. None of that shit. I'm like, I'm here. We gonna rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? I was able to hang out with my boy Champ and Big Hawk in Newark. They took care of me because I stayed in Jersey, right across the wherever the show was. So, you know, it's like, man, bodybuilding, man, is one of those sports where it's like online coaching ain't for everybody. And I tell people, man, if you can't follow instructions, don't fucking do it. Don't. Like, it's to me, it's simple. I just don't know how people overcomplicate this shit.
Oh, when they send them the plan, oh, can you change? Can we do this? Can we do this? It's like, no, you're coming to me because whatever you've been doing for how many years or months just isn't working.
And that's just the thing, is they don't do it. And then they do their own fucking thing. And then they expect you to not think that you, like, dude, if I know what the fuck you're not doing, it's clear. We've been doing this shit so fucking long. My coach used to say, your body doesn't defy science. Doesn't. If you've been eating what I've been telling you, and then all of a sudden you gain 7 fucking pounds, but you're telling me you ate the same fucking thing, you got a medical condition then.
Yeah, that's inflammation and some cortisol spikes there.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. It's just tell me you went to the bar this weekend, you had a couple beers, and you ate some fucking wings and shit. Just tell me what the fuck you did, bro. Like, I'm not a drill sergeant. And no, what about them clients who don't follow instructions but then want you to change their plan?
Yeah. No.
Like,
Yeah,
are you
that's
fucking like,
crazy.
no, dude, you didn't do what the fuck you was supposed to do. I'm not changing shit.
No, well, we'll try again next week. It is what it is.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Until your client can show you consistency on the diet, training, and cardio, you don't fucking change a thing.
But
I tell people when they start me,
it.
straight up, I'm like, there's a good possibility for the first month of working with me, you might not see a change.
Yep.
Right. So I need you not to panic and think that I'm blowing you off. Like, you came to me for a reason. You need to trust me when I tell you that if this doesn't need to change, it does not need to change. And before you guys got on, Chris and I were talking about the start of our preps. If you panic about not having changes, you're going to fucking hate having an easy show prep, because my diet has changed 2 or 3 times in like 16 weeks. That's it.
Yeah, because you're consistent. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, dude, you didn't follow your plan for 7 days. And now you want me to make a change because you want me to make a change. No.
Yeah. And that, I mean, we talked about this earlier, right? You talked about like the shock in the body thing. And that's why a lot of these coaches are so popular, because what they present looks like it's effective, right? Because it feels different. The shit does not need to feel different to be effective, guys. Like, it does not. Like, I'll tell you right now, I could pull up my phone and show you my notes. I've been training the same exact split, the same exact movements with the same exact loads and the same exact rep ranges for almost a year. Now, that's not typical for everybody. Like, not everybody can train that way for a straight year. It's the first time I've done it. But the idea that you need new to make progress is absolute horseshit, right? And if your coach has already done his best to bend and like give you foods that you prefer eating and using movements in the gym that you like doing, anything beyond that is you just deciding that it's not important to you.
Yep.
Period.
It's an afterthought.
Absolutely.
For sure. Anybody else got any more good questions? I feel like for the last
there was
couple
another
weeks,
one from that. There's another one from that same guy.
Okay, cool.
How beneficial are assisted reps from a partner, and if training alone are partial reps a good substitute?
So I'll tell you this, for me personally, force reps for me is huge. That's how I've gotten so fucking strong over the years. I'm a very big fan of forced reps used sparingly on maybe like the heavy compound lifts at times. I'm not really a partial guy.
I think if you're gonna do force reps, anything that involves a training partner, there needs to be a lot of trust there and experience to make those effective. Because I can't tell you how many times I'll be alone and I'll be, I'll be at putting a load in the machine that I might not have touched before, and I ask some random guy in the gym to spot me, and his hands are on the fucking machine the whole time.
Yep.
I gotta stop and be like, don't touch the shit until it stops moving, right? Those sorts of things are things you only really can learn with somebody who trains with you all the fucking time. Like when I'm with Jacoby, I know he's not touching that shit until it starts to slow down to the point where I'm gonna fail the rep. And if I'm training with somebody and you want to help me finish my last rep, I'm all good with it. But your training partner shouldn't be touching your fucking machine for 5 fucking reps, right? Like that's not what we're talking about here. So there's a really fine line.
It's like you're
I
saying,
only
like,
I only like force reps for maybe 1 or 2 reps. That's it. Like, like maybe 1 to finish the rep that I couldn't finish on my own for failure, then just 1 more, just force through.
But when you got to curl 200 motherfucking pounds for 6 to 8 reps because you just want to look like a badass in the fucking gym, no,
that's stupid. It's not team lift. It's not team lift here.
Continuing on kind of that question, I'm not going to hijack it completely, but do you guys prefer training with a training partner or solo at this point in your careers?
I've been solo the last 2 or 3 years, so yeah.
Would you prefer a training partner, or are you content?
I prefer a training partner, but my training partner's got to either be my coach or my wife.
So I'll train with Ashlyn, and every once in a while, and she knows how to spot me well. Like I trust her spotting me pretty much more than like anyone else. Like, Mike, you spotted me really well when we trained before and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
like I do like training with people. Like if I'm training with you guys, I can train with seasoned lifters, bodybuilders. I can do that. But those people who just like, hey man, can I train with you? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not.
Good, Mike. Good, Brennan.
There's only there's only 1 or 2 people that I even trust in the gym that I train at Reality, and one of them's the owner. Other than that, it's probably in this group plus Nate.
Yeah. For me, I think pretty much, my whole career I've had quality training partners, three, but they've been, in my mind, as good as a training partner can be with understanding for the little things, right? Like understanding when we get to the gym, how attitudes change as we come into the gym, when to spot, when to talk, when to push me, when to understand I'm in a mood and pull back. Like those are all learned things. So I don't think a training partner is necessarily as easy as people think. Just find somebody who trains hard. For me, a lot more goes into a training partner than just a good spotter. Right. But I have made.
I agree with that. I'm the same way.
Yeah. I think at this point for me,
and then even certain body parts like legs, I like training by myself for the most part, unless it's like someone that's like my level or above. You know what I mean?
Because most people can't train. I swear to God, bro. Most people don't understand if you want to get your legs to respond, how you have to attack a leg day. That's real. I've had people quit after the second exercise and say, man, you do too much. I'm like, bro, I'm just warming up. I'm not even ready yet.
I'll tell you one thing though, that the favorite training partner I ever had for years was Tim Reed. When him and I used to live together, work together, and then train together, like those were some good times because we were awesome in the gym. We just kids were taking pictures of us saying like we were the real life Gears of War people, like from the video game. Like that was awesome. And him and I did all kinds of stupid shit many years ago.
Yeah, there's nothing like a good training partner, man. Because I tell you what, the last 3 years training with my coach has definitely been some of the the best training sessions I've ever had. I remember one day he said, I'm about to ask you to do something that's incredibly difficult, but I know you can do it. And bro, when I tell you, I laid on the floor for an hour after I got off that leg press. I felt like I conquered the world, even though I thought I was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? But that I need to be pushed like that. I like to be pushed like that. I love a challenge, and I know that's why I kind of have had the experience I had with my coach. It was like a perfect mesh. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never forget my first leg day with him. I tell people this story all the time, bro. Like he watched me do my leg press, and this was when I thought about. This is when I used to, when I worked out, I used to try to save myself from my favorite exercises, and he taught me how to not do that, and we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We train hard on every fucking exercise, and I remember he's like, was that your top set? And I was like, yeah, I got front squats after this. He pushed me back down into the fucking leg press. Not gently. He fucking pushed me into the fuck in the back of my mind. I'm like, you motherfucking bitch, don't touch me. But I respected, I knew what was going on. And I remember him throwing 4 more plates on each side. He said, no, you're gonna do this for 20, then you're gonna front squat. And I remember saying, how? Like, that's impossible. And he got me to do things that I thought were impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where now I know these things are impossible. So when I'm running somebody through a leg day and we get to the leg press and like, I can't bend my legs. I'm like, they'll bend. They'll bend. Trust me, I've been there. I know exactly how you feel. They will bend. You know
Well,
what
the
I'm
problem
saying?
is that everyone thinks they train hard until they train hard
Facts.
with somebody that is a fucking savage.
Condell said that many times. I think I've said that a lot too. Like so many people just overestimate how hard they actually train.
I work hard, and then you actually work out with somebody that fucking works hard, and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't even
That's a
fucking close.
fact.
Yeah. And when we say work hard, we're not talking about like 30-second rest periods, dumping a bucket of sweat in the floor, like the shit that looks like it's hard. I'm talking about you quit on rep 8 when you had 11 and I make you do 12.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
on your first exercise, and then when you move to the second exercise, the weight you used to use needs to be cut in half because you never actually trained hard on the first movement.
Man,
right?
listen, I just had to explain this to my client. He had Bulgarian split squats last, and he had 15 reps. And at 5 and 6, he's looking like he's about to die. So I say, all right, just get to 10. He had the quickest burst of energy that the next 2 reps looked so clean. I said, no, you're going to get to 12. And then he looked discouraged again. So after that set, I had to have a conversation with him. I even talked about it in my story. I said, this is what you got to learn, that your mind, you're a negative thinker. And because you felt like 15 reps was too high and you didn't think that you could get it, you defeated yourself before the set. You will never be a good bodybuilder doing that. You cannot allow yourself to get frustrated and think that you can't do something. Because when I said 10, you miraculously had this extra burst of energy where your reps 7 and 8 look pretty goddamn good. So now we're gonna get to 12.
You know, if you ever ask like clients to send you videos of themselves training, you can tell. Like you can tell when they had like 3 or 4 more in the tank, but they just didn't grind through.
Oh, pure example. If they're doing a leg press or a pendulum squat or a hack squat, and they get off it immediately as soon as they fucking rack it, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You at least had like 5 or 6 more in the tank. No, I'm like, you moved so quickly off that fucking hack squat or leg press, it wasn't even funny. So don't tell me you were fatigued. Like, example, I was doing a leg press today, did it, and I couldn't even fucking stand up for at least 35, 40 seconds because I'm fucking seeing spots.
Yeah,
that's the kind of shit that we're talking about here.
And then you just roll out of the leg press. I usually like to roll off.
Yes.
I mean, and that's why you see people like Mike. Like Mike, you looking real fucking prime right now, bro. Like I be looking at your check-ins, and I'm like, I know you don't play no games, but it's cool because I know what that shit feels like, and I hate when people look at you and be like, "Oh, I can look like that," and it's like, bruh, you don't even know how this motherfucker trained. You don't know how technical he
No.
is with his food.
And like
You know what I mean?
maybe you could do those things for a couple weeks in the off season,
Exactly.
but I can almost guarantee, and I know this because I get on stage with you all, that you're not doing it this deep into prep. And that's not a brag, right? That's just part of the fucking job. Like it's in the job description. And it matters, man. Like anybody can do this. And I don't mean anybody can be a pro and be good, but anybody can bodybuild when it's easy, right? Like I saw this fucking absolutely infuriating reel on Instagram last week about some female bodybuilder who just started 9 months ago, and she's like, "This is the easiest thing I've ever done." And I was like, "Well, you should try being fucking good at it first before you say that it's easy." 9 months, dude. The first 9 months of my bodybuilding career, I put on like 30 pounds. I was having a blast.
Yeah.
Right. Like that was fun as fuck. Yeah. It probably was easy for your first 9 months.
Yeah.
Get to 9 years.
Facts.
Right. Put something on stage that people go, "Holy fuck." Right. There's a different level to it.
That's real.
You have to earn saying something like that.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. There's no one. I'm sorry. I don't care how we talk about Andrew a lot. I don't care what Andrew says. Andrew is probably one of the most gifted bodybuilders on the planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee Andrew's not telling you this is easy.
No.
Right. And if the best in the world is telling you this is not easy, then what the fuck are you doing thinking this is easy? Or what are you doing looking at other pros saying I can be like him when you're nowhere close? Right. And it's not a knock. Like I want all of you to, I hope all of you are better than me. I hope the information I put out for y'all makes y'all better than me, because you don't have to make the mistakes that I made, waste the time that I wasted, trial and error, all the things that I went through to get to where you need to be. But most of y'all don't fucking listen, so I know you're going to, right? Yeah. And take it or leave it.
No, that's real.
I've with a lot of clients when I train with them, because I like to train with at least local clients to just figure out intensity, how they're training. Right. And so I know the programming of like what their top sets and exercises are, and we'll go into it with a rep range, right? And they'll have a rep range in their head, and I'll say, right now, I want you to get rid of that rep range. Once we've worked up through warm-up sets and I get a gauge on where they are. And I say, we're going to do this set. This is called a 1-rep set. And I say, do 1 perfect rep. They do a perfect rep. I say, all right, now do 1 perfect rep. All right, now do 1 perfect rep. I want them to solely focus on making that 1 rep perfect. Now, once that rep isn't perfect anymore, well, now we have a determination of how many reps you're actually getting and what is failure to them. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that I use on clients is like, don't focus on your rep range is 12 to 15. Go in here today and take your top set with the weight that you think is your working weight for that rep range. And I want you to do 1 perfect rep, then do 1 perfect rep, then do 1 perfect rep, then do 1 perfect rep until that form breaks. And that is, in my mind, a way of gauging intensity and where the fuck you really are at.
Intensity is normally the one key ingredient that most people lack, and they don't understand.
And it's hard to teach too.
It is very hard. I don't even think
super hard to teach.
I genuinely do not think you can teach intensity. You either understand it, you learn how to develop it, or you're just not it. You
can't be told.
Even when I first started lifting when I was younger, and all these kids in my high school, we all were lifting together. Like I surpassed all of them very quickly. And I don't think it was because I had better genetics. I just knew how to train like a fucking psychopath from the beginning. And I think that intensity is what catapulted me ahead of the rest of them.
Because the intensity is what helps you be able to lift something that would normally bury you.
Yeah. Yep.
Multiple times.
I'm going to follow up on that, Doug, because it's just like if your kid was fucking stuck underneath a car, would you be able to lift that fucking car off that person? That's exactly the mindset you need when you fucking train. Me, I'm a little psychotic when it comes to that shit. And when I lock in, I'm more of a gun to your fucking head. a gun to your fucking head, your family's in front of you, and they execute every fucking one of them if you can't push out these reps. I know it's a little extreme. I'm not looking for everyone to fucking do that or
bro.
Take it to that level.
There's a lot of people
there
that
needs
have
to be
that same mindset. I think Jordan Hutchinson actually said he gun to your headsets is I think what he used the term.
Bro.
There's been a few people that use that. You know, to go back to like, you know, lifting up the car to save your kid. Here's the thing, like if that ever happens, you're not thinking about how heavy the car is. You're just running
exactly.
over it. So that's
why not bring that same intensity?
Exactly. I try not to think about the weight. I just put the weight on. I'm just like, I'm fucking lifting it. That's all I'm going to do is lift it, you know?
I'll never forget the first time I squat 495 for 10, right? I remember being geeked, right? Because I didn't think I could do it. My coach got me in that mood. Then he took off one plate on each side. He said, now you're going to do this for 20. Swear to God on my soul. I'm like, there's no fucking way. He was like, 2 minutes, you're back up. Bro, I remember doing it. I thought I was going to die, but I know the only way I was able to do both of those sets was because right before that set, I was just thinking about everything in my life that pissed me off, got me to this point, being expelled from college. I was always a little dude growing up in my neighborhood. I had to fight for every fucking thing, bro. I had to earn every fucking thing I got because I was always small. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the strongest. And that for me is what intensity is. It's bringing something out of me that I need to be able to move this fucking weight, because if I don't, I'm going to get buried.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that fucking mindset in this industry, and they fucking need a lesson taught to them.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. Now, this is an article that I read a couple weeks ago, and it's like it was a neuroscience article about how the trait we call grit is somewhat genetic. And I'll send it.
I saw that article too.
I want to see this.
Now, I don't want this to be a scapegoat for people to train like a pussy, right? That's not what this is. But this is also a separation in the fact that we go back to bodybuilding is genetics to such the nth degree that even things like grit and intensity are genetic traits. Some people do not have the genetic trait to push to the places that we do.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
that's one thing I'll say though. Before
just don't have it,
like you said, not to turn this into a scapegoat. Like, no matter how unpredispositioned you are to the things that would make you a successful bodybuilder or a successful business owner or whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do, right? Like, all of those things can be developed. The one thing about grit, like, yeah, there is a genetic element that can escalate you to a higher level to start, but that trait itself is continually malleable in your brain. That is something you develop. Like, that is something that connects every single time you do the activity. And it doesn't matter. And it's basically discipline, right? Like the two things are linked, right? The more you make disciplined decisions, the easier the next disciplined decision becomes. The harder today's set was, the harder tomorrow's set can be, because you've reached a certain plateau. And for the guys that have trouble with this is why I'm such a proponent of the logbook. And I know not everybody loves it. And I don't mean this to say like run your life by what you write on a piece of paper, but every single day, no matter how I'm feeling, even though I think most people would look at how I train and say, that's pretty crazy. No matter how I feel that day, when I look at my phone and my notes for my training log, I know exactly what I have to do to call today a success. Right. So in the off season, if I don't add a rep or add some load, at least somewhere in my training on that day, today was a failure. And not every day is going to be a success, right? Like, I'm going to miss some days, but I know what I'm trying to achieve when I walk in. And in prep, the battle is to not lose anything, to not lose a rep, to not lose a load. And again, it's a losing battle. You have to understand that. But you have to give yourself some backstop to not be a pussy about this stuff when fatigue is trying to make you one, or when you're tired, or when work's going poorly, or you had a fight with your girlfriend or your wife, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Like,
that's real.
This shit's going to be everywhere.
Every time. Yep. You got to go every time you come in the gym.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And the easiest way I know how to do that is to record it, right? Like if you can measure it, you can improve it, period.
Yep.
And I know you all want to do it. Doesn't mean you need to walk in the fucking gym with a notebook. It takes me 3 seconds to note what I did for this set in my phone, and I throw it back in my bag. And that's it. And you need to find the systems that allow you to excel or to develop the skills that you need to excel in whatever it is you're going to do, right? I'm an engineer, a program manager. Like I'm all about systems. My logbook is one of my systems, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have Jacoby to handle just about everything else bodybuilding wise. He is my system for my diet. If I forget what I fucking supposed to eat for meal 4, I just go look at my phone. But for those things that are missing, you need to develop something that's going to get you there, or you're going to be left without a way to measure yourself against your prior self. And that's all this is measurement against your prior self.
Yep.
Facts. Last question I want to ask for the night. I thought this one was kind of fun. We'll go, each of us can answer. Of all the comic book superheroes, who would you want most to be your best friend?
That's an interesting one.
I saw this question and I'm a bit torn.
I'm going Tony Stark.
Tony Stark's a good one.
Yeah.
Who would I want to be my best friend?
Yeah. I'm torn between Batman and Deadpool.
Oh, fucking Deadpool all day.
Because on one hand, you know, there's never a fucking dull moment if your best friend's Deadpool.
That's true.
But on the other hand, Bruce Wayne is like the realest motherfucker ever, right?
True.
Like, probably like only superhero that's not actually a superhero, right? That motherfucker is just cool because he's cool and he's rich and he decided to be good, right? That's it. He's not Superman. He doesn't get any special powers. I think that's legit.
Can we veer off for 1 second? Who's the best Batman, do you think?
Michael Keaton is my favorite.
Michael Keaton is mine.
Pittsburgh in the motherfucker.
You know, Mike.
You understand? Michael Keaton. Yeah, what?
No.
Pittsburgh all day.
I'm torn here as well.
Yeah.
And this, I'm also torn on my favorite Bond too, because I grew up with Keaton as Batman, and I grew up with Pierce Brosnan as 007, right? But something about the realism of Christian Bale as Batman and Daniel Craig as 007 just sets a different level for me, and it brings it like it makes it like more personal.
I can respect that.
I actually like Daniel Craig as 007 myself.
Yeah, I like Christian Bale.
Me too.
But I would definitely go with, I'm with Mike. I go with Deadpool on that one.
Yeah,
Deadpool. Okay.
Yeah, for me it's Wolverine or Black Panther. Wolverine is my favorite by far.
Doug seems like a Black Panther guy.
I am, but Wolverine, I mean, that's my favorite comic book character by far.
So I assume you saw the Wolverine Deadpool movie, right? Like, did you enjoy the fuck out of that?
Love it.
It was it was a good movie.
Yes.
I got so many people who were like upset because it was so campy and like whatever. I'm like, that movie was fucking perfect.
Yeah, I love it.
I agree. I'm gonna send you guys this Wolverine like fan made film from YouTube. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's only like 15 minutes long. It's fantastic. I'll send it to the group chat.
Bro, how disappointing is it that fans are doing better work than like Disney with Star Wars right now?
Oh my god, some of those videos are so good.
Insane. Did you guys seen the it's probably like 5 or 10 years old by now, but somebody did like a dark adult version of Power Rangers on YouTube.
I saw that.
I didn't see that.
It's like super bloody and like just fuck it. If Power Rangers were for 30-year-olds, I'll send a link out to the
because I mean, Power Rangers was when I was a kid. That was my
shit. Yeah,
Mike, what color were you? Fucking Power Ranger.
What you think, bro? Zach, all day. Let's go.
All day. Zach, for sure. And I ain't gonna hold you. I like the green Power Ranger.
Oh, for Tommy? Yeah. I loved Power Rangers. That was my shit.
I'm gonna send this to you. It's dope. Shit. I just like Man, I'm so sick. I know we're getting way off topic here, but I'm so sick of like all media these days is just a rehash of shit we had when we were kids. It's like, can y'all do anything original? Like now they're remaking, they're doing live action like the fucking Fern Gully.
Yeah, and they're gonna fucking ruin it. That's my favorite kids movie. And then
Fern Gully and the other one,
Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah. Didn't they already redo Fern Gully when they did Avatar? Isn't that basically the same fucking story?
It's the same story.
In a way, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much every animated film is some version of Fern Gully or fucking Pocahontas.
True.
And I think for my superhero, I'm gonna pick Dr. Manhattan.
I don't know who that is.
He's from The Watchmen. So
The Watchmen's great. If y'all haven't seen Watchmen, go watch that movie. That's so good.
Basically, this dude gets caught in this weird experiment, and he basically becomes a god. Like he can create life. He's matter, and he can't be killed. But he's incredibly smart, and he can see things on levels where humans can't comprehend. So I figured I could learn a whole bunch of stuff about life with that guy around.
Oh yeah.
Like he can literally just like look at you and just like you just explode. Like he's awesome.
All right. And the second half to the question was, who out of the superheroes do you think would be a total dick?
A total dick.
I feel like Robin would be a little bitch.
I can see that.
I'm honestly going Captain America because he's just too goody for me.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, team, let's go. Hurrah, victory.
Yeah.
Or somebody like the
superheroes,
Flash.
right? No villains.
What's that?
No villains or just superheroes.
Fuck it. We can go villains.
You know, Dr. Doom's a prick.
It's hard to separate them from the people that played them.
Yeah.
Because like fucking Cyclops in X-Men was a total douchebag. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Cyclops was definitely a bitch.
What about you, Brennan? French tickler.
I'd probably go with Flash.
Yeah, okay. Flash, yeah.
His like in real life actor also did a great job of being one too. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you guys watch
it's
The
funny.
Boys?
It's funny shooting Ted.
I've watched the first few seasons of The Boys. I'm a little behind on that one.
Yeah.
I really like Homelander though.
Yeah.
I figured you said you liked Watchmen. I figured you would like The Boys.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Peacemaker?
No,
yeah, I've watched
no,
I think
no.
the first 2 seasons of that.
Yeah. I didn't finish
What's
the
that
last
about?
one, but it's with John Cena. He's like
It's really
What?
campy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though. It's funny. All right, fellas.
Yeah.
That's
Ranson never came back. He just I think he
I think
thought
he
he
called
got
it a
off.
night. Yeah, I think he thought he logged off. We're just looking at a dark room.
Ransom got sucked into the void.
Oh, there we go.
No, there you
I
go.
just got rid of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought he was coming back. That's why I kept it going. But
When he shut off the light, I'm like, that might be it.
Yeah, my dog's trying to go outside. She just keeps hitting the door. Mine too. Trying to go outside.
Speaking of which, so my German Shepherd Athena, she's currently going through her first heat cycle.
I
boy.
thought you were just gonna tell us she was pregnant.
No, but man,
You guys
I
getting
told
her fixed?
Ashlyn, I told Ashlyn, well, no, because if we got her as a puppy, so with German Shepherds, you don't want to get them fixed until after their first heat cycle because they're gonna mess with like development and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we waited for our pit until he was 2 to make sure he was like full grown.
And, we have to have that diaper on her with her little maxi pad because she's bleeding all over the floor and she's
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
terror right now. And
Mine don't bleed.
I looked at Ash and I go, we're never getting a female dog ever again unless she's already fixed. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, I got to take my dog out, fellas. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, me
She's
too.
working. She don't.
All right,
that was a good
boys.
one, boys.
All right,
Good to
All right,
talk to you
guys.
as always.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yep,
Later.
you too.
Have a good week, Mike, with prep and stuff.
Yeah, we're almost there, man.
Yes,
On the home
sir.
stretch.
All right.
See y'all
Bye,
later.
guys. Take care.